Hey guys, it's Jamie of the Oily Travelers. Just wanted to touch base with you. This is actually day one of our RV reno. And then the other thing we did today was we've been working on some rough cut trim that we're going to replace all of the trim in here. This was all dark trim and molding all the way around. So what we've done is come in, we've removed all of that, and we're working on some really nice rough cut wood just to sort of add a really nice rustic vibe in here. We're trying to go with sort of a cabin look, sort of add some really nice natural woods, and we're going to lighten everything up with some paint. We just found that the interior of the RV felt really, really dark with the dark wood and everything, so we're kind of trying to balance it out and add a nice natural feel to it. So that's kind of what we're working on so far, slow and steady. Obviously with small kids, we've had some fun playing outside today in the beautiful sunshine. We're up here in St. Joe's Island and working away with access to my brother's shop. So that's day one, and stay tuned. We'll be working away all week this week. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, I'm just here helping my sister and Joseph fix up their trailer a little bit, make it a little more personal. We pulled the trim off that was on the slide outs, and we're replacing it with 1x6 rough sawn pine. And then we also got to keep some of the waning for the rustic look. So what I have done is I measured them out. I've already placed the two side pieces on. And then here's what we are fastening it to. Just the original fasteners in behind. I'm using to secure the trim to the wall just a 1.25" drywall screw. And then I've already gone through and measured out equal increments all the way down and centered them in the board so that it looks uniform all the way around.
Is there a specific reason we're taking pine, right?
Pine, it's the look Jamie was after. The white, she wanted to try and brighten everything up. So we also just sealed it off with a clear satin finish stain just to kind of seal everything in. And the pine is lighter, so it will help keep the weight down for in the rig.
Yeah. And why are you using drywall screws versus other screws?
You can use other screws if you like. We all just like the look and the finish of how it all comes together.
Okay. And where did we get this wood?
I purchased this wood off of the Mennonites. But you can, I'm sure you can go on Kijiji or any place like that. You're basically looking for a sawyer, so someone who has a sawmill, and that's where you're getting it from. If you're going to buy it off the sawmill, I would ask how long it's been cut, because some of it is not dry unless they have a kiln, which would be the capabilities of basically putting all the wood into, once it's cut, into a large oven. And then you extract the moisture that way out of it, and then it will eliminate shrinkage while it's on, and then no sap also will be dripping out onto your bed,
Yeah,
which
pretty important.
you would not want.
So the drier, the better.
Yes. If you're going to air dry it, air drying, they say, can take up to a year. And then kiln drying, obviously, is a lot faster. It takes a couple days when they put it in the oven.
Is that why when you go buy a business on the side of the road and they have a ton of wood outside and it just stays out there and you still see the same pile for a long time? It's because that's their way of drying it out?
Yeah, just air drying it. If you're gonna do that, you got to make sure it stays out of the sun, because sun is like their biggest culprit. That'll twist and warp your boards so that they're not usable anymore. So that's that is exactly why they are tarped up. And I just recently purchased myself a sawmill, so I can do a lot of this kind of work without having to spend extra money.
Nice.
So yeah, we're hoping that it all turns out well.
So if somebody's ever looking for some help, where are you? How can they find you?
You can't find me. That's the way I like to keep it.
Okay.
So yeah, when I was laying out the boards, I came in on the side ones. I came down 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
And then 2.5 inches to make it. It just worked out that it'd be now equal increments of by the foot, because from here to here is 6 feet.
Yeah.
And then I can go 1 foot each one, and it would lay out correctly for correct spacing through it.
Yeah.
I also did 2.5. I just figure that's where you're most vulnerable, right? Because you're prying on it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have more. And then I just put my square and lined it to keep it up, and then centered it in the board, so that it all flows correctly. And then just did as close to obviously 1 foot increments on here.
Yeah.
Because when I come up here and up the other side, I got to start laying it out.
Yeah.
So some
absolutely.
of them are about 13 inches. Some of them are 10.5 inches.
Gotcha.
But I don't think anybody would really see it anyways. The difference from side to side.
Yeah.
So that was my objective there. Why I was laying that out.
Love these boards.